less than 1 nanometer small, and everyone needs it. Let's talk about selenium. Hi, my name is Monika Leukert. I'm the product manager for the antioxidative solutions and yeast derivatives at Lallemore Animal Nutrition. Selenium, in fact, is a trace mineral which is essential for all animal species. It means that all the animals need selenium to maintain health, growth, and for several biological functions in the body. In fact, there are around 25 different selenoproteins that have several functions in the body. The most known one is the antioxidant function, with the glutathione peroxidase as the powerful antioxidants in our bodies. There are two forms of selenium. We can differentiate in inorganic or mineral selenium, which can be found in the soil, or organic selenium, which can be found in plant protein. Animals naturally consume selenium in the organic form as it is part of the plant protein. However, in grains and forage and in plant protein, we see that there is less and less selenium, which is linked to the low levels of selenium in the soil. This is why animals have to be supplemented with selenium to maintain all the requirements. Inorganic selenium supplements are known to be more toxic and less bioavailable than organic selenium supplements. Selenium-enriched yeast, or we also call it selenized yeast, was the first organic source of selenium in the market available for animals. It's basically a yeast which is produced under certain conditions where we add inorganic selenium and then the yeast converts it into organic selenium forms. Selenium yeast production is not easy, so it's really the fruit of a proper development of the process, of the strain selection, and of course also of the quality control. The way we produce selenized yeast mimics basically what is happening in the nature every day. So the plants, they take inorganic selenium through the roots and convert it into organic selenium forms. This is exactly how we produce selenized yeast. So we give inorganic selenium to the yeast and then the yeast converts it into different selenium organic forms. These forms can be selenomethionine, which is in most of the yeast, selenized yeast, the biggest proportion, but it can be also selenocysteine or up to 100 different organic selenium compounds. There are also other forms of organic selenium available in the market. In contrast, they are not containing other compounds than selenomethionine, like for instance selenocysteine, but they are chemically synthesized selenomethionine products or their hydroxy analogues. Each selenized yeast is produced with a specific strain. Due to the difference in the DNA, you will also find a different profile when it comes to the exact composition of organic selenium compounds. In fact, what is also important is how the yeast is produced. So the production process has a big impact on the final quality. So for instance, the washing process, the way you include inorganic selenium, or also the drying process. This can then end up with different bioavailabilities in the animal. Last but not least, quality control of each produced batch is crucial to really ensure that you have a safe and efficient feed additive for animals. Selenium contributes to several functions in the body, such as the prevention of oxidative stress, a proper thyroid function. It has a role in the immune system and in reproduction. The usage of selenium is beneficial for all animal species, so from farm animals to companion animals or even to fish and shrimp. There is a big difference between organic selenium and inorganic selenium in animal species when it comes to the benefits. Let's take the example of breeding hens. Selenized yeast contains 63% selenomethionine. The body cannot really differentiate between selenomethionine and methionine, so that a big proportion of selenomethionine will be incorporated in the body proteins instead of methionine. We will find it in the muscles and in eggs, and as a positive consequence, it improves the selenium status of the chicks, leading to a higher stress resistance after hatching. In other species, the main benefit is the enrichment of colostrum and milk, which ensures a good transfer of selenium to the offspring for the first days of life. Having selenomethionine in the muscle also brings a storage for the animals. So during stressful conditions, when catabolism is happening, this selenomethionine can be released and be used for the production of functional selenoproteins, for instance, for the production of glutathione peroxidase and to support during this oxidative stress that is happening. So we talked about the needs of selenium for animals, but we should also think about us humans. In our diets, the level of selenium is also very low. So when it comes to our requirements, we are not always fulfilling it. And studies have shown that humans are often far below the levels of selenium that are required for an optimal antioxidant support. So if you have the possibility, check your own selenium status, ideally in your blood serum or in your blood plasma, and if needed, start supplementing. There is also selenized yeast, for instance, for human available. And keep in mind, the more organic selenium we give to the animals, the more we find in eggs, milk, and meat, which will help us to cover our needs for selenium from our diets. So if you want to know more about our organic selenium solution, which is called AlcoCell, please visit our website.